Of course. Of course you couldn't hear me. So, uh, as a, it's pretty appropriate. I was saying that I hope everyone has had a good weekend because I have not. And I'm doing this because this is a highlight for me. And I need a highlight right now. But bear with me if my energy is a little bit on the low side. I have tried to build up and expand down here, though I have rapidly determined that, yeah, I'm kind of suffering the consequences of the fact that I didn't think to at least build this on a platform to start, as now the downstairs is kind of ending up as a little bit of a, well, the clay feet of the whole thing, basically. So we have at least got some good build-up going on. I am desperately trying to make as much plasteel and pal ingots as I can. Our current team is Shadowbeak, of course, for the speedy flying, and the best saddle I can currently make. I am level 68, so I can actually fly on one of these things if I can find the darn materials. We have a Scutless, of course, Vermintide Ignis, Bronze Cherry, and I have decided to trade out the glider because this gives us an electric PAL for opening chests, prevents fall damage, just in general still pretty good. And lets us do a little bit more of a change up. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, what am I missing to make the... Oh, right, the sand! The sand! I almost have enough sand to make the metal detector. Please. I don't need a lot. I just need enough. Nothing else matters but the sand. I say as I still try to gather some of these souls as we fly. No, not day. Not yet. Why didn't I change the length of the day-night schedule? Darn it. Well, we will resume advancing out towards the next spire then. But I just realized it was night and I could check the dunes again. So I wanted to at least try and hope. And I have turned off my lantern. There! There! Yes! I think that's enough. I think that's just barely enough to make one thing that needs it. Holy smokes! Okay, starting off today strong. Even after I accidentally forgot to unmute my mic. Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes! So while we have the shadows, I will continue searching just a little bit more. But we have enough to make one thing. And it's gonna have to be the metal detector. Because I am light on resources. And the detector helps find resources. Well, light on essential resources. The detector should help me find those resources. So the detector has to be what we go with. Even if it's not the most exciting or flashiest option. Holy crap. That stuff is such a nightmare to try to find. I don't know what's up with the shadow rendering, but I'll take it because it makes spotting it a little easier. I still can't believe that I just happened upon a couple random pieces when it was completely invisible. I had no right to get those pieces, but I am very glad I did. A king Toko Toko? I can get your court jester as well. Okay, I think we've officially hit the point where there's too much sun to be able to get away with finding more of that. If there's even any around. Let's have a look in here while we're here. Oh, big guy. Unfortunately, I have vastly superior firepower. And supplies. I need to raid more of these buildings. Joke's on you! I am now immune to fire damage! Alright. Ooh, you're a big one. I think you're a big one. Can I do this with it? Thank you. Yeah, no, you work for me now. And I am full on supplies. Darn it. Use that to pick up one thing. Well, I don't need the carrot seeds. What I need is a bigger inventory. Why is there always someone in the bathroom? Uh-oh. Shadowbeat, kill him for me. Thanks. No! That's all the good stuff, darn. Okay, what can I throw away? That's another treasure map. We like treasure maps. Still don't need the seeds. Oh, that's glass. Not... okay. It is real funny that they thought to hide the super big treasure chest in the bathroom. I mean, that's a valid strategy, and heck, putting a bunker on up like here to ambush someone coming up the stairs is also a valid strategy. Okay, yeah, we need to go home because I am full of supplies. It is mildly annoying how quickly I keep running out of I don't need an open inventory in order to get an effigy. But it is annoying how quickly I run out of room. I'm gonna have to have a good look at my inventory. I can reliably make the, what are they, ultra spheres. These things. Yeah, they are ultra spheres. So maybe I'll condense these back into palladium because boy do I need palladium. Okay, so that reduces some of my inventory overflow. How are you doing? Not done yet. Yeah, I'm gonna drop both of these off. We're selling this. Okay. Merchant! Yeah, because that's right. That's for the single shot rifle, which I completely skipped over. Actually, while we're here doing base things, all right. Okay. I don't know what the weather is where we're going. I can probably afford to leave this here. Fishing and sword are essential. Healing, money, and yeah. I can't really. Drop off too much. So where is... Okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay, that is the mission. Where'd the treasure chest... Oh! We're going back here. Buried treasure! Eh. Do like that. Do like that. We are starting to hit the end game where it's gonna be like, okay, these pals are going to need these abilities, so let's use... I have a visitor! Hi, Rippy. Yep, even with all the problems, streaming was the right decision. After a pretty terrible weekend, this is what I needed. Alright, now where's the visitor? Oh, is he underneath again? Oh my god, I hate that they do this though. Oh my gosh, this is dumb. Why do they spawn down? Oh. He didn't spawn down here for once. I stand corrected. I am pleasantly surprised and I will happily take being wrong. Where did he spawn? He's over there. Hello. Anyone who doesn't take this deal is an idiot. And I am sad that if you capture the recruiters, they don't keep recruiting. Because I have a PAL recruiter, but he does not regenerate new PALs to recruit. So I just left him in the box. Okay, actually, before I leave, I'm gonna set some more ammunition to generate. Because I know I'm gonna need more. Okay, we are going all the way down here, so I needed to get the other side of this place anyways. So this place looks interesting that we're going to. Actually, I no longer have fall damage, so I could just fly in a straight line. Also, I have prepared a Daydream, a Dazzy, and a Dazzy Knock for the big fights. So that we will just have a firing squad. Refined Metal Helm Schematic 2. What am I doing? There's no way that is going to be of the level that I need, but I guess glad to have it. Ooh. Your chat's a little late, Rippy. Well, like 30 seconds. But yes. I... Honestly... Dream Furies is an interesting name for them. I genuinely had a thought, though, while I was preparing. It's like, am I just setting up a collection of Midnas? Normally, I feel like the Ubisoft towers are a little bit... Oh, come on, really? I will admit that both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom did a good job with them. I also like, especially since they have a little wind gust to just get up to the top immediately, the Palworld ones. So we actually have a fair bit of this island that we just haven't actually ended up explored much of. Wait. Where did I miss it? I missed it because the glow blends in with the rest of it. Heralds of the End Times, true. The one did learn Apocalypse. Or was it Armageddon? Which power did it learn? One of the end of the world abilities. So yeah, I really should explore more of the volcano. But I doubt this is going to get me the resources that I so desperately need being over here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. So to start, or to continue, we're going that way. And I believe that looks like a teleportarium, so that is where we're going first. The upgrade to the water effects are great. Just for the atmosphere of it. The trio are not all level 60. I think they're all in the 40s. Which, since I took them all up from level 1, that's not bad. I really can't afford to train them, though, especially since I can now have this. I went through all that. I finally got the freaking night sand, and I didn't make the freaking detector. Ah! Well, at least we have a teleporter right here. Where are you? Ooh. You look fun. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of gathering here real quick. Smoky. Okay. Oh, you've got the death laser. You also don't like to get in the sphere. Darn it. Get in the ball. Okay. Vanguard charm, eh? Oh, I accidentally hatched some of you guys already. I also randomly caught one of you guys while fishing, but it's good to have more. I'm gonna be freaking... This isn't... Oh my gosh, yes! There's more! Oh! Yay! I am happy. Are you what I think you are? You are! Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I'm gonna like this new island. This may be the fastest that I've downed a bottle of Pepsi. Trying to keep going. Okay. You go in there. Chromite. And that says I need the detector. Okay, so I gotta set up the eggs to hatch. Where is my merchant? He really likes the mines. It's a little weird. Alright. I need the wrong one. I need the metal detector. Take more ammo. What else can we make? Wait, can I not make the metal detector yet? Where? Okay, I need leather for that. Flame organs and ancient bone for that. And that is just my heat and cold resistance that I need. Good to know. Where's the metal detector? Oh, it's all the way up here. Yay! Did this say it was finished? I thought I got that.
Hut. Hut.
His Chowdy along for the mines. He very well could have. Hexolite! And I need the darn chromite in order to make more of it. Darn it, that's going to be a pain. Hopefully the metal detector will solve that. Because, boy, I can't do anything about anything right now. ASMR. Alright, which one of you stole it? Give me that. Alright. So this is a weapon. So I guess it goes there. Bushy! Scorched Ashland. I don't even know where I got the chromite. It has to have been from here somewhere. Someone is booking it. Okay, so I can't be... It does not ping on that. Doesn't even ping on that. Is it just chromite? No, they don't like each other. I thought I could sneak in a capture. No, there's a decent chunk of Hexolite deposits here at the very least. So I'll be able to make the mine for it back home, assuming I don't build a base out here. Stay in the ball! Oh, he does a lot of damage when he actually hits. Anti-air zone, excuse you? Fine. What the... Okay, there's got to be a way to take that off. Ooh, I need these. Not as desperately as the other stuff, but I definitely need these. You making those creepy noises at me? So, what? Did I get the chromite from the Smokies? Capturing the Smokies? And it said in dungeons, so presumably. I did! That's coming from up there, I believe. So that's where we're going first to see if we can... Ooh! Oh, you hit hard. I picked the better sphere. Get in it. Oh, I'm glad I picked a very fast-flying pal to try to do this quickly. All right. Now, oh. That is a massive anti-air defense platform. What the heck? Holy crap. Okay, well. Okay, people don't like that. Get them. So, did that shut it off? Yeah, this is just... Yeah, these are just Borderlands people. That's a pretty good call. So, is that it? Is that... Yep, that's it. It's gone. I'm sure it'll come back and I'll have to do that again, but for now it's gone. Nope, bye. You can't shoot me down anymore. Honestly, as annoying as that is, that's a neat mechanic to force you to, like, have to deal with it. Be like, no, no, no. If you want to fly around on all those flying pals that you've gathered, you're going to have to actually put some work in. Because I will admit, having flying pals lets you bypass a lot. It does. What level were you? And then you can just do stupid stuff like that. Honestly, it said in dungeons, but just to be sure, this is probably going to be out a lot. Oh! Does that thing have multiple arms that pop out? Holy cr- Oh! Oh! It's a great old one type critter! Okay! So that's a thing. So that's a very concerning thing. Yeah, it is probably a... It is probably going to produce some very interesting results when bred. There are many things to be concerned about. Interesting. I think I'm going to go up this the old-fashioned way. Whoa, are you an actual pal tamer? Came at the perfect time. I don't have enough Hexolite quartzes, and I need them to produce Hexolite. Could you possibly gather 10 Hexolite quartzes for me? They're rainbow colored, so they should be easy to spot. Please help me out. I, too, need large quantities of that. Okay, that's cute. You're a pal tamer, aren't you? I'm here doing research about the Calamity. I was personally appointed by Lord Bjorn himself. You do know about the Calamity, right? It's an old fairy tale told here on the Palpgos Islands about the great disaster that destroyed the super advanced civilization that once thrived in the islands. And its name was Calamity Ganon. Well, that's a general understanding of what happened anyhow. I'm confident that the calamity did happen, but that it wasn't a natural disaster, more like one brought about by the will of some kind of mighty being. Aren't you a researcher? And Lord Bjorn predicts that the same calamity revisiting us. I've heard that the best measure against such existential threats is to first understand the source of that threat. So what do you think? Have I piqued your interest? Enough to want to help me with my research, possibly. A regular report to the tower with my findings, but something has seemed off with Lord Bjorn in my recent visits. His foot wouldn't stop tapping impatiently while I read him my reports. He must be losing patience with my lack of progress. You have to help me pick up the pace of my research. I'm begging you, Palathamer. Wow, you have no idea how grateful I am. Well then, let's get right to it. I'd like to ask you to survey one specific area I haven't been to. I've deduced that there may be clues out there that are connected to the calamity, but unfortunately, there are lots of dangerous pals roaming about. That's why I need help from a Palatamer like you. Okay, guess we're not doing this the old-fashioned way. Not until I have a chance to actually get level-appropriate gear. Too many cool things. Also, admittedly, doing all this gets me more experience points. There we go. Tower! Okay. I saw something. I thought I saw something. I did see something. Okay. Because they just eat the people that were here. Okay. Okay, so you guys hit hard. And that light change is more than a little worrying. I don't know why the light shifts. I need to take a sec to read all these. We are very behind on our PAL description readings. Oh wait, is it not here? It might be here. But I need that effigy, so... Teleporter is also good. Hidden passage to the Oculus Gate? Is that where I'm going, or... No, this isn't where I'm going, but I'm curious. Okay. The Oculus Gate Tower in sight. Sealed Realm of the Warden Stone. We're not gonna do that just yet. Holy smokes. Okay. So this is a thing. I feel like we should come back here later. Calamity was brought on by a white dragon. Our ancestors were able to seal it away in that giant tree, but at the cost of far too many lives. Someday it will break free to turn this land to ash. We'll need strength in order to put an end to its destruction, a strength which I lack. If you think yourself worthy, then come to the tower. That seems very straightforward. Oh! Get in the ball! Hello. Ooh, exotic sphere. Sounds very exotic. I think we take a short trip home to drop stuff off as well as do some reading. I forgot to send people out. Go get them. Gojiro knocked. Gloopy. Jellet. Or Jelliet. I think that's another Gloopy. It is. And a Prunelia. Alright, Palpedia. I don't think we actually read. Its flashy patterns help it attract a partner, but after a long history of electrocution incidents involving Celery Lux, yellow and black stripes are now seen across the island as a sign of danger. It has the same gliding ability. Kojiro knocked. The Kojiro who have forsaken their honor gather and form splinter groups. They will use any underhanded means to take down their chosen prey. If you encounter a pack of Kojiro knocked in the dead of night, it's your life that's on the line. Shadow Stance. When activated, Kojiro knocked channels its loyalty and puffs up its abdomen to store energy. Come on top will propel high into the air, while Party improves player and pal's dark damage to enemy weak points. Bengalet Lux. The feathers of his pal have all but this. It's the same thing. Also the same thing. Gloopy, be sure to check your plans for the next day after falling asleep with this pal. Its suction cups leave marks that look suspiciously like hickeys. One sleepy cuddle session could lead to some truly awkward misunderstandings. I have some questions and concerns about that. Sticky Princess. While in Party, the capture gauge decreases 12% more slowly, while the bars are not overlapping during the fishing minigame. I have many concerns about that whole thing. Girlfriend Ignis. Long ago, it was a giant and powerful aquatic pal. However, as food became scarce, it evolved to live on land. Since walking burns many calories, it astonishingly awakened its power to control fire. Just has... Oh, it has a powerful attack and improves player damage. Cool. Ooh. Haven't found you yet. Fenglope Lux. In ages past, it was believed that drawing a picture of Fenglope Lux would result in being struck down by lightning. As time passes, artworks depicting Fenglope Lux became revered as charms to ward off lightning, making them a common presence. Can be ridden, can double jump while mounted, while in Party, water pals drop 40% more items when defeated. Very pretty game. Bushi knocked. Its body becomes a blade upon death, to be taken up by the next generation. If the Bushi who inherits it has a weak heart, the voices of the dead will drive it mad. Madness turns it into a Bushi knocked that endlessly wanders. Okay. Activate attacks target enemy with Ligiri. Damage multiplier while in Party increases the player's melee weapon damage by 30%, but only when not in combat. Okay, so... use this when you're trying to one-shot sneak up on someone. Dazzy knocked. Often kind to lonely pals, it plots to lure them into dropping their guard before striking them down. Yet, unable to find the right moment, it ends up making friends with them instead. Cool. And, yeah, this is also floats around behind you and attacks. Gangler! With its shining lure, it illuminates the darkness. The wandering pals, drawn in by the light, stand no chance of escape once spotted by a Gangler. No matter how far, it will keep guiding them until they get home safe and... Now wait a minute. Those last two were wholesome. What happened to all my unhinged stuff? After all the unhinged stuff and the nightmare fuel that this game's supposed to be. Can be ridden to Master of Darkness can be ridden to travel on water. His pal's movement speed increased by 5% for each other dark or water pal in your party. Hello. I am not great, but streaming helps, so here we are. Gangler Ignis. Its blazing lure doubles as a grill for roasting prey. Drawn by a delicious aroma, pals have no hope to escape once Gangler Ignis sets its sights on them. In the end, they're treated to a hearty meal until everyone's full. Once again, where is my whore? Can be ridden to travel on water. This pal's movement speed increased by 5% for each other fire or water pal in your party. Greyhound at full speed, it could be mistaken for a bolt of lightning. I think we already did that one. Needle! Its spikes react to its emotions. A dearly cherished needle is something one may instinctively want to embrace, but more often than not, it ends in a tragic accident. One party increases the player and pal's damage to enemies afflicted with ivy covered by 50%. Needle knocked. Its spikes react to its motions. A well of needle knocked clings to its owner, but accepting that love means accepting the pain too. Hug you so much while in party, the player's attacks inflict ivy covered. Cool. So those two work together. Putting horror on the obvious horror is not as fun. Okay, fair. Kitsunacht. Despite its appearance, Kitsunacht is extremely sensitive and will flee into a cave when spooked. It has become quite gloomy from being a shut-in for too long. Can be ridden. While in party, player and dark pals take 50% less dark damage and are immune to blind. I think we already did that one. Shroomer. Inhaling large amounts of its spores will put you into a trance. Sometimes, if Shroomer appears motionless, it's not because it's mimicking a mushroom, but rather because it's high off of its own spores. Cool. Can be ridden. Sometimes drop mushroom or cavern mushroom when assigned to a ranch. Shroomer knocked. The abundance of spores released by this pal blocks out sunlight. Sometimes, if Shroomer knocked appears motionless, it's not because it's mimicking a mushroom, but rather because its own spores don't let it see anything. These two are both having a great time. Can be ridden. While at base, its mysterious spores slow the rate at which sanity values of allies at the base decreases by 10%. Interesting. We did Iceling, Gildra. Did we read the Jormuntide ones? Legend says that Jormuntide was once a wise man who... Oh, yes, we did. Suzuka. Also, I believe we read that one. Lulu. In early spring, pollen floats on the wind throughout the island. Floppy's hay fever is Lulu's fault. Goody. Floral boost. While at base, Lulu fills farms with good spirits, increasing the growth rate of the crops by 50%. I don't think we read this one. It has a strong sense of justice and despises evil. In the past, they were faithful and loving companions to the islanders. Nowadays, Yakimos are hostile to humans wherever they spot them. Goody. Birds of a feather can be ridden while fighting together. 15% increased chance of encountering pals with the same passive as this pal. Scutless Ignis. A bizarre species which temporarily separates its body, uses its bones to slice their enemies at the risk of perishing itself upon taking too long. While unconfirmed, older individuals are said to deliberately stay separated in order to trigger their survival instincts and prolong their lifespans. When activated, same. Did we read Starion? I think we did. Pearden. It smashes its body against harder rocks to maintain its preferred shape. Those with noticeable dents are best left alone, much like people with a botched haircut. While in party, increases players and pals' damage to enemies affected with muddied by 50%. Loves justice and is hostile to humans. Yeah, probably. I don't think we read Sootsir. It was once believed that as the world approached its end, the flame would weaken. Doomsayers would repeatedly rejoice when the flame began to weaken, but in the end it turned out to be a prank by Sootsier, at least for now. While in party, player and party pals take 50% less neutral damage, sometimes digs up bones when assigned to a wrench. Carnivora. Prone to eating indiscriminately, the mouth atop its head frequently breaks out in agonizing ulcers, causing it to use its mouth on its face instead. However, its behavior doesn't change, which leads to both mouths suffering the... Okay, that's pleasant. Entangling tongue. Oh boy. While in party, when the player performs a dodge roll or dodge step, Carnivora creates a whirlwind that deals damage to enemies it touches. I don't... Okay. Blazamut. I think we read that one. Duelith, right, the Gundam. One entity, two minds. When their wills clash, it's impossible to tell where the armor will wander until they reconcile. It looks so panicked! Forest Laser can be ridden. When activated, Duelith fires a powerful grass laser from its right hand. Okay. We read Anubis, right? Yeah, and yeah, we read those. Well, that's an interesting critter. And I caught this at an asteroid like right before our stream started. Xenoguard consumes information and turns it into energy. Regularly seems to be sending information to someone. Hello? What was that message you just sent? I devoured it before checking. Can be ridden while in party. Increases the player's energy weapon damage by 10%. Pernelia, intelligent and graceful in its demeanor, is frequently employed as an attendant by the island's nobles. However, when encountered at night, its face looked so eerie that it quickly fell out of favor. Aww. Prayer for abundant harvest. While at base pronounced prayers bless the crops, increasing their harvest by 18%. Nightmare Botan. What it carries is its own soul. When it falls for someone, it flings its soul at them to merge it with theirs, yearning to become... Okay, that's concerning. While in party, increases defense of grass pals by 15%. Smoky! The black flames are merely warm to the touch, but anything left in contact with them slowly melts from the inside. Concerning. Hold some cheese over them and it becomes a true delicacy. Dig, Smoky Dig. When activated, uses its sharp senses of smell to detect nearby chromite. When fighting together, chromite acquisition increases by 100%. We may have to swap someone out. We may have to trade her out. Oma Skull. The mask it wears is not its face, they say. It seems in front, but it's not there, no way. From shadows deep it watches night and day. Glance away and closer it will stray. Goody! While in party, increases party pals XP gain by 40%. We did not actually read Walaska. Well, when it sleeps, pals often mistake it for a drifting piece of ice and rest on it. Although gentle and unwilling to push them away when awake, it feels quite quietly stressed by the intrusion on its personal space. It can be ridden. While in party, fishing minigames start with the capture gauge increased by 5%. Additionally, while the bars overlap, capture progress increases by 5%. Splatterina. It has an uncontrollable urge to tear its prey apart. Each individual has their own meticulous order for dismemberment. Caught by Splatterina, pray that your head is taken. Okay. Fun. While in party, the amount of items obtained from using the meat cleaver increases by 100%. Oh my gosh. Yep, we wanted horror. Gildane. I like this. I'm a fan. During the golden age of alchemy on the island, its ever-glowing golden fur was highly prized as a catalyst for transmuting gold. In time, a remarkable revelation was made. The same golden hue could be achieved simply by processing its mane. Gosh. Can be ridden while mounted, changes the player's attack type to ground, and increases attack by 5%. Dogen. Striving for a state of selflessness, it meditates endlessly. After confronting its worldly desires, it eats a meal and reflects. It ate too much today. I approve. Homeward prayer, when activated, teleports to the nearest base. Okay. We like that. Celestier. Ancient texts refer to it as the Beast of Salvation. The light emitted by Celestier purifies everything, literally causing things to vanish from existence without leaving a trace. Somewhat concerning. Can be ridden. This pal's attack and movement speed increased by 2% for each other neutral pal in the party. While in party, recovers health of the player and party pals by 15% per second. We didn't actually read this one, even though I hatched some. The new pal that only recently discovered, calm and entirely docile, it spends its time as it pleases. It is no longer bound by anything. Can be ridden as a flying mount, increases attack and movement speed by 2% for every other dragon or dark pal in the party. Belle Noire. Without existing, she quietly gazed upon the world. One day, she was seized with a longing to be seen, with unbridled lust for vengeance against reality. Thus was born the Eclipse Siren. Goody. When activated, Nightmare Ray. Okay, so that's some stuff. We're going to take our break a little bit early, and then we will come back to more Palworld. I will see you guys shortly. Give me a moment. I need to check something. And then we can continue. I heard. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you. There we go. Jelroy. Gangler, you're not done yet. Given we desperately need the chromite, solarite core. Need solarite. We have enough hexolite quartz to just make the mine. But the chromite is a problem, because I think that can only be gotten by myself, or if I can find a place to mine it. I don't think there's a chromite option. So I think we're going to drop the hexolite quartz mine off at the other mining place and maybe look into swapping out a critter for the puppy. Most of whom are now currently off on a mission. In order to So I'd need to get Hmm. Could have one of the Suzakus. Could fly one of the Suzakus in order to maintain. Will be a little bit slower. Do I have the Suzaku saddle? That's kind of important. I might not have the Suzaku saddle. How do I make a Suzaku saddle? What do I need? Leather. Ah, we're so close! He'll make leather in a second. When he wakes up. In the meantime, you nimble and fit as a fiddle. For a little faster and a little more stamina. I don't know why I did that. I don't have fall damage. I guess habits. Ah, leather! I can't believe I'm one short on the leather. Really? Did I really not think to make it while I... I really didn't. Actually, I should look into what else I can set to make. Backpack expansion. What does this need? Also needs leather and high quality wood boards, which are just a problem because of how slow. Actually, I can make a decent chunk of these. Oh, the high quality cloth takes leather. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't leather turn into the bottleneck? Are you awake? There you go. Now you're awake. All I need is for you to drop one thing of leather. Technically, I need you to drop a ton of leather, but... for now, I could use the one. Where'd he go? Get back here! No. I don't want you on the sphere assembly line. I want you on the ranch. No, I don't want you to go to bed. Alright, we're using the command deck. Which I should use more anyways. Alright, now how do I wake you up? Make a thing of leather. Or maybe I will get out the meat cleaver. And we'll start harvesting resources that way. I haven't done it yet, but at the rate we're going, desperately needed for resources, this thing may actually end up getting researched. There, he crapped out a piece of leather. Off we go. Now we can fly! It's not slow, at least. Oh, locked? Why is it locked? Why is the power locked? Do I need something? Oh, I do. Ah! The serpent better hurry. Well, we are on the way. I gotta think. What can I hunt that will get me leather in a hurry? Because hatching doesn't get me any of the rewards. Ooh, another gildane. The boars! Thank you. Actually, the annoying wolves, too. Dire House are also valid game. Which are also in this area. You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, there may be problems with finding the requisite pals. Oh. Hold on. You don't drop leather? The big ones don't drop leather? Really? I think Foxsparks also drops leather, as well as the flame organs. Yeah, which I'm also a bit light on, unfortunately. I feel more guilty about Foxsparks, because they're nice critters. I'm writing something people mistook for a god. You are using a pistol that was old when your grandpa found it in the dumpster. Do you really want to pull on us? That's a great way to put it. There, I saved you. You guys aren't gonna get to enjoy the meal you just got for yourselves. By the way, for people unaware... Hold on, did I miss something over here? I did. This kind of horrifically overpowered hunting is a legitimate thing against real boars, wild hogs, and it's not considered poaching or like an unfair, evil way of hunting them, because wild hogs are that dangerous and that destructive. You legitimately could just like get in a helicopter or a small airplane. Those little like single or dual engine things, and you hang out the window. And fly around with a high powered rifle to take out wild boars. Or wild hogs, I should say. And that's actually pretty safe too, because holy crap, if you're in range where they can get you, that's also an extremely dangerous thing for you as the hunter. They'll kill you. And then they will eat you. So it's like being up in the helicopter or the plane or whatever, while firing down on a herd of like 300 is like, oh yeah, no, we don't want to be near the pigs. And we are legitimately keeping normal people from getting killed when the stampede shows up. But interesting. I would prefer faster crafting. Okay, I guess that's as good as it gets. I don't know what I'm doing. Where'd he go? He was just here. He's in here somewhere. There he is. Actually, I'm gonna real quick take that and then hop here to see, is there a better traits besides what I just surgically did? Because you have Blood of the Dragon, Nimble, Fit as a Fiddle. Insomnia. No, not for that. What about Smokies? You have Musclehead, Easygoing, Diet Lover, Unstable, and Glutton. Alright, yeah, so that's probably the best pairing. So, off you guys go on another adventure! And now we could finally go back over here. I think this is the closest one. Did you not find anything? Are you just the PAL version of the detector? I'm gonna hope I'm wrong. Well, at least this thing boosts how much I get, right? Hold on, how much did it? Okay. I can now make a lot of Hexolite. You desperately need a manual for another living organism. Yeah! I'm gonna keep him around though, because if he gets me more, it's worth it, even if it's like a bit redundant on the detector. Now I'm back to being locked in by the darn quartz. Okay. Right, I wanted to make the thing so I wouldn't be locked in on the quartz. Duh. Back to the mining camp. Oh! I need to get medicine. I forget what fixes depressed. You'll have to check on that. Alright. Oh, is the quartz not in the correct chest? I thought I had a bunch thrown into this chest for this very reason. Did I not? I should still mine some more anyways, but... What solves depressed? 6 brain over full, ulcer fracture. I'm gonna make 2. Where is my... You know what? I'm not gonna bother trying to figure out where I put it. I know what happened. I just made 111 ingots and used it all. Because I'm stupid. Alright, at least there's some right here I can use. There, plenty. Okay. Okay. You are much scarier when I'm on foot. That's actually really cool, though. Like, I love that kind of stuff. It is terrifying to fight. But I do really like that, actually. Alright, we're gonna pick up the medicine. The horror from beyond space and time, scary with fought directly, really? Yeah. No! Finish it! Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I need at least one of those. No! Okay. Being trolled by my own pals right now. Alright, I want to keep this relatively close. Though it is... actually, how is the hardwood doing? Oh, I have plenty. I can replace this. I can also technically just eliminate these. Being trolled by my own pals sort of aren't... I don't abuse my pals. I don't even have any of the butchering equipment. And I keep my stuff set to relaxed. Like, these guys are working all this hard, set on a low work ethic. I abuse the humans is what I do. You know what? I'm catching this thing. And then we're going to continue on with the mission. Okay. Ow! You did... Okay! Immediately upgrade to the laser. Out of desperation. Get in the ball. Please don't kill it. Yes, the laser does 1500 damage. Except it only does 150 normally. Get in the ball! Holy smokes. I want this. I shall spend the needed resources on other things and then threaten to butcher knife pals. Hey, I really don't... The butcher knife thing was an act of desperation. Though, speaking of, I need to get home. Because that thing murdered my Suzaku very quickly. Not to mention it melted my own HP. Holy crap. I can ride you, right? Yes. I am going in the wrong direction. Turn it back for a lone piece. You know what? Before we go... No one asked, Rippy. Alright. Oh, these guys are probably all off exploring. Oh no, there's a couple here. Actually, this guy... Yeah, we're gonna give him the boast. Actually, giving the pupper impatient probably wouldn't hurt. He's already fairly quick on the recharge, but, you know. Oh, I am almost out of this thing's ammo. No, I'm not. I need more gunpowder. That doesn't happen very often, given how much I normally make. Also, just because of how much this thing scales in production. You know what? Gonna read this before we move on. Yafia. I'm a fan. Strongly dislikes anyone catching a glimpse of its concealed eye. If you insist on trying, it'll burst into tears and ignore you for 2 weeks. Aww. As we immediately get a look, and it's like, but it's a normal eye. Shot neon mode. When activated, Nyafia will fire a shotgun at nearby enemies for a limited time. Oh, that's just like... For Palworld, that's a normal power. While in party, increases the player's shotgun damage by 10%, does not stack. Such a shame I've eliminated the shotgun. Why aren't more people freaking out about that? I know with the Anka dance meme, everyone, you know, that's why everyone's on Sekhmet, but it's like they added a lot of waifu pals. Oh, you're only level 14. Oh, we're gonna need to do something about that in a hurry. Capturing you will be a lot of XP. Please. Please. Thank you. I don't need more cognitos, but oh, no, you get back here. Oh. He knew exactly what was coming. That cognito knew exactly what was coming. That was funny. It's like, hey, you, gone. That was funny. Ah, it's you, Pal Tamer. Did you find any clues? A stone slab. It doesn't appear to be very old. Let me give it a read. Did Lord Bjorn... sorry. It's just that this writing style looks incredibly similar to Lord Bjorn's. Does that mean that Lord Bjorn is actually the one who wrote this? This was my first time hearing about a white dragon. But I suppose learning about it at all is a result in and of itself. Well then, why don't you head off to the next survey site? The task is the same as before. Search for clues and connect to the Calamity. I'm counting on you, Pal Tamer. Tetrois Primo. Interesting. So we're just going back there. Okay. No, I'm gonna fly again. Oh no, that's the frog. We could advance enough to get the soul, what's it called, as well. That would be great. Oh no, I need the red stuff too. Like, I only have it because I caught a couple specific pals. Which would basically mean we're back to a pal breeding program and the actual industrialization of butchering. If I don't find a natural source of the, what is it, Coralcium. The not Oralcium. Oh, someone doesn't like me. Oh, it's you. No. Out of range, and I just don't feel like it. I wonder. I didn't know if maybe, having it out would trigger the random nodes, but I guess probably not. There's a statue. Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh. War Sect Terra, huh? I should do this more. This would save ammo and is really effective anyways. Oh my gosh, that is such a better strategy. I need to do that more. Don't really need to drop off supplies. Though, actually, I'm going to take a very short break again. And then we'll be back for the rest of the stream. So I'm going to quickly make sure there are tasks. Yep. Circuit boards. Circuit boards. Okay. Make sure there are tasks that are getting taken care of. I have enough spheres. At least for now. Where's the circuit boards? The ammo. See what you hatched. A ruby! That is a bit underwhelming given where we are in the game, but sure. And then I will be back shortly. Hello. Hi, Spartan. We return. All right, finishing tonight. Is there anything that I missed here before we go? Oh, we got this done. All right. What have we got? Oh, I now have the circuit boards to do this. And, oh, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. Make more ammunition? Yes, please. All right. Where are we going? We're doing this again. I think the camera zooms out more on the Suzaku. And we were just here. Oh no, I may need to pick up the thing I picked up. Oh no. I knew about the calamity, but only what memories have been handed down by our ancestors. The path to that knowledge can be found in Sunreach. But to follow that path, you'll first need to fight me. I await in the tower for any who think themselves worthy. Oh yeah, that's a giant effing Stargate. We're going up and over this time, because I'm curious. This does not appear to have revealed any great secrets. Don't run away, don't run away. Please don't run away. Oh, no, you just attack. Sword, sword. Thank you. Oh, you already got it down the... Right. I forgot, you are super duper aggressive. I forgot that the swordfish is just likes to wave motion gun things the second it comes out. Oh, I see a dark shard. Or fragment. The Kirby element. If you know, you know. I wouldn't mind another horrific... Oh, no, I guess it mines. I guess it mines. That was moving pretty quick. Hold on, did it start to alert on something over here? Or is that just a glitch in the sound? I think that was just a glitch in the sound. So if this guy tells us to fight, we're going to swap out for our heavy hitter team. One of whom is not here right now. He's probably out on the expedition. Darn it! Alright. If you're gonna be that way. Get him! Wave motion gun, please. Thank you! You mess with me, you get the fish. Seriously, why did the swordfish have to be such a good pal? All right, now where is it? Oh, if it is my favorite pal tamer. Any luck with your investigation? Another stone slab, huh? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about these. Let me have a look. It must be Lord Bjorn's work. These two sites you've surveyed for me have really turned up some groundbreaking clues in a really short span. You couldn't have shown up at a better time, my friend. And these writings leading to the tower seem to have been intentionally placed in more dangerous areas. What I'm getting at is, it seems like Lord Bjorn is desperate to fight someone like you. Someone worthy enough to find these slabs in the first place. Nero's beginning to think that this progress was all thanks to my tireless research. This whole time he seemed irritated with me. He was actually eager to fight a pal tamer like you. Just how battle-crazed is that guy? I suppose that's it then. Go ahead and make your way to the tower. I'm sure Lord Bjorn will be pleased as punch. Oh! And they completed that just in time. Yeah, we're teleporting back, getting Shadowbeak and the team. Because I do want to try to beat him before the end of tonight, and... Lucky pal. Lucky pal! Oh, that has so much hit points! I have no choice. Gutless! Get him! Wave motion! Wave motion! Yes, breathe fire on the water, pal. That'll work great for you. I can do this all day! Fine, we'll use the rare one. Get in the ball! I'm not using the exotic one. I only have one of those. Nancy Chloe, thank you for the or Chloel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Ah. 7.5 million XP. Well, this is the best part of my weekend, let me put it that way. Alright, where'd the merchant disappear to? Do that. And I'll swap the piles before I send them out in the next expedition. Where's the merchant? I swear, the merchant just wanders off sometimes. There he is. Oh no, you get back here. I got stuff for you to buy. The stream is going quite well. Quite well indeed. Alright, you, and you. So, we want... you... you and you. And we want you. And that is our boss fight team. Everyone else? Go get them, tigers. Okay, we can wait to equip Terra Prisma and stuff because we would need to go out and have... We've got a long ways to go for the tower. Holy crap. I just realized Kick is not reposting. So, Nancy, you could see that there's a ton of other people talking. I am sorry. Kick is just infuriating and it doesn't like to cooperate with my chat system. So you guys can all talk to each other. So, this is not the teleporter, but is this a teleporter? Does the Stargate work? I'm going to immediately ruin it by going down here and seeing what this is. Oh, the chevron's encoded. Oh, there's a thing here. The chevrons are, in fact, not encoded. But there's a tower. And we do... Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just hopscotch our way over. But... Hold on. For some reason, I thought it was 11:52. Huh. We're gonna have more time to do stuff. Assuming my energy holds out. I still want to fight this guy and get it out of the way. Plus, again, if we can find the other ores, that would be great. Are these ores? Are these water? Oh, you're an aqua variant. Okay. They are not ores. Really? Is this the same thing or is this something new? Yeah, it's just more Hexolite. I mean, I'm happy to have it, but I know where to get it now. I need to figure out where to get the other stuff. Alright. Now who? Where is it coming from? We have a very new priority. It's probably over here. It's probably that up there. Oh no, it's over. Oh, it's just right here. Get him. Right, you know what I need to do? Take off the glasses. Oh, there's a lot more guys here. Boy, am I glad I have the firing squad. No, I want that Nightmare. I saved you. Get in the ball. That's more like it. Now we can do this. At least for now. Again, I don't know how long the things remain shut down before you have to go deactivate them again. Is it? Ooh. Gonna go get that in a second, but are these mineable? No. So we've managed to move up, but we're still pretty light on the required resources. Oh, okay. Oh, one of these. You can't capture those, pal, sadly. Divine Dragon's Baton schematic? Okay. Nope, I don't feel like fighting you right now. I got a boss to fight. This is such a journey. If I didn't have a speedy pal to fly around on, holy crap. This would be a whole adventure all in of itself. Realistically, there are AAA games with campaigns shorter than what this journey would be. If you were on foot. Oh, okay, they don't like me. That's good to know. They don't like me at all. But I want to catch them. Oh no, they're electric. They're gonna kill him. Okay. I might not have a choice. No. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Wow, I need to do some healing quick. Nope, so much for catching them. They triple team me. That's not going to happen. That doesn't bode well for this upcoming fight. Especially since I've now gotten the new resource and haven't actually had a chance to make any of the new weapons that use the new resource. Which is the laser... No! Oh, you're mean! No, I need to fight... Alright. Ah, I just finished healing! That is a mean spawn location if you're trying to fight a boss. Well, now I need to heal some more. Alright, I'm gonna hide here. Ooh, where'd this come from? Oh, that's the Divine Drag. Okay. Anyways, while we wait, okay, so it's the plasma cannon and the laser Gatling gun are the Hexolite weapons. That still take a ridiculous amount of plasteel. And a ridiculous amount of Hexolite. Good. And then that will take... And then I'm stuck on Corallium. Which I technically know how to get, but will involve butchering large quantities of pals. Unless there's an alternative. And then the Sorolite. I am so far behind technologically from my actual level. Okay. Bjorn and Bastigor. You If the firing squad could participate. Thank you. You know, if any weapon's gonna be hit scan, you would think that the laser rifle would be it. Alright. Uh-oh. The moment he went in the air, it's like, I'm not gonna like this. Okay, he just took out a big chunk of my health. Because that was like all a good... That was like most of my shield plus that bit of my health. Once again, if the firing squad could participate a little bit more... Yeah, the firing squad appears to be very short range. Ow. No, he's like done nothing to Dazzy though. I don't know if Dazzy is immune to his attacks or what's going on. Ow. Ow! Unfortunately, we need more DPS. Because we are running out of time to win this. Come on. I think I've said it before, but I still love that you can keep reloading through the roll. More games need to do that. Instead of having the roll interrupt your reload. Come on. Ha! Holy crap. Key Sphere of Wrath. The sin of surrendering oneself to wrath, spreading death without end. Oh, we snuck by with that one. Well, this is different. I am almost out of laser. I forgot to set off the sword again. Darn it! Oh! Clients all the way down the enchanted firmament. Are you a surface dweller? Yes, you do look different from the people here. You came to see Lady Ari? Lady Ari resides in the tower. She's been there forever, waiting for someone. She's in the tower, behind that barrier. I heard from my grandmother long ago that an outsider would come and shut down all the barrier's power sources in order to meet Lady Ari. Hey, you should go meet Lady Ari. I think you're the person she's looking for. She must be so lonely, waiting all this time. Oh good, do your best. Okay. I sure hope I didn't accidentally set something off out of order. I hear that's a bit of an issue. Rest well, Rippy. Thanks for sticking with it. Always appreciated. Alright, we got the Telepatarium. I'm going to check to see if this is new ore that we can harvest. Please. It technically is, but holy crap. Oh! Oh! This is a Xaifax! Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, we'll check the whatever this is after. Let's... Okay. Let's head back here. Finish that guy's mission. Hope we didn't ruin it. Okay. I can appreciate an ore where it's like, no, you gotta hit the right spot for it to do anything. That is a reasonable way to do something like that. So I'm either going to need to make a base up there, or maybe I'll get lucky and there'll be a another mine in the technology tree. And then it's just the Hexolite that's the problem. Well, look who's back. Wait, if you're here then, does that mean you actually beat Lord Bjorn? With how obsessed he was with his task, I thought for sure he would have done you for good. Never mind me. I'm simply stunned by how impressive a pal tamer you are. Sorry for all the running around I've had you do for all of this. That said, it just goes to show how intent Lord Bjorn is on preventing the second coming of the Calamity. It's hard to deny that he's a battle addict, but he's only ever said that his responsibility as Jarl of Faebreak is to protect its people, which is a duty he intends to fulfill. Well, I'm going to stay here and continue my research into whatever this white dragon was supposed to be. I appreciate everything you've done for me, pal tamer. Right, and now we have the barriers, but first, home. To set up what we can. I bet I have enough off of that node to make the saddle. It'll be sad to see Shadowbreed go, but I have been waiting to be able to ride a dragon. That isn't ferret shaped. No offense to Chillet, we still have Chillet in this place. I'm gonna need the other furnace, aren't I? I need the other furnace. Darn it! Okay, I'm 2 levels off from the Xaifax quarry. And that's the only way to make it, isn't it? I'm actually gonna need to do the whale breeding for the Corallium, aren't I? Because that's the only way I know to get the Corallium ore. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing. Gunpowder and nails. Okay. You're gonna focus on that while I try to figure out plan. I'll never need nails again. Gapperty not. Okay, gotta think. So I'm gonna have no choice but do the whale breeding program, I think. I'm just gonna look up. I try not to do a lot of looking up. I want to just explore it, but you know, obviously as things go and we hit these walls. Okay. Palworld, Beryllium, or ocean salvaging near Faybreak, and butchering whale Alaska. We have no choice here, do we? I have the one whale Alaska. I'm gonna need... I don't know that I have anything. Where's the breeding calculator? Okay. Oh, there's a... I can do this. Nyafia and Yermintide Ignis. I could also just go see if we could get another Welaska. Gildane and Yormintide. Anubis and Bushy Noct. And Sekhmet? Okay. Well, they're probably the easiest pair to do. Well, they're also very useful, so maybe we'll... do Gildane and Yermintide. Or Jormintide, depending on however we want to do the pronunciation. Alright, what are our options here? Do that for now to make room. Right, they're all gonna be away on a trip, aren't they? So it'll have to be Anubis and Sekhmet. At least to start. Which could be a... we could have a worse plan here. Okay. First, I'm gonna make sure that's set. Next. I'm gonna put you three away because we want you two to have philanthropist. Which is absolutely hilarious for them to do that as
Yep.
the name setup. Okay. I think service-minded is the one that actually is like, hey, you get more resources. So maybe we'll shift to that. But for now, we're going to start with this wild combination. Why can't I... That was weird. Now for technology, we're gonna want... Honestly, we're also gonna want the better... We're not just gonna want the creepy butchering setup. We're also going to want the egg hatcher. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need a lot of computers, large-scale electric egg incubator. Of course that's on the... Oh no, I guess that's not exactly on the same. I need computers. Oh, I could finally make one of these. Well, at least we have a solution to the resource problem. And I have things to do during the week. At which point we'll be able to focus on continuing the story and stuff. Ah. I might have forgotten about that. I'm gonna have to put the flame organ critters back there and like massacre a massive population of unfortunate fire pals. I have some questions about how some of this works. Alright, we'll start with that, then we'll do the bio batteries. I'm going to get the flame organ stuff going. Because those two absolutely could be back here to produce more flame organs. And okay, they're already set to just do that. Good. They got busy in a hurry. Okay, that I can make now. And then that. Is on the way. Oh, and they've returned from the expedition. I'll take my free spheres, thank you. Actually, what? Now we got the cave break, fay break. Cool. And is there enough fire? Okay, there is, but is there enough firepower after I have picked up the team that I want? I need to disable this. You know what? No, we're gonna stick with you. We're gonna need the pup. Which means we're gonna go back to... the plan that we were on for a little bit. So one of you guys... I wonder. You for riding. Now, I had the bronze cherry for upgrading eggs. Is there a POW for more harvested resources? No, we had one, didn't we? One of these late game ones. That we said was creepy and we... Oh, that's just the meat cleaver. But does Splatterina work for... Does not work on the disassembly machine. Pain using meat cleaver is not worth the struggle, even with her in party, only give roughly 20% more materials. See if butchering multiple piles can eventually lead to a substantial increase in overall materials. It'd be good early on. If someone gifts you, yeah, because they're like game, but having to butcher each and every one is not worth the hassle. And we have easy access to most resources. Sticking machine. Okay. Okay, so Splatterina does this, but not on a level that's worth it. So do I want to do the egg thing? Scenic Guard probably would have been helpful since I used the laser for the fight. Dogen for not... I've got fast flight. I've got... Oh, wait a minute. Someone did items for fishing. Or salvaging. That might be good. I can remember who it was. Can attack this problem from 2 angles. Increases items obtained by fishing by 55%. Oh, by salvaging is the one we want. So there, we've got mining, salvaging, multi-purpose, capturing, gliding, and travel. Okay. You two are, concerningly productive, even with the philanthropist boost. Really? I don't have the resources for any of that. That doesn't surprise me. Okay, so now for the creepy thing. Okay. And they're not done with the computer, so... I don't know. Do I just... I guess I could do this the old-fashioned way. At least until I can make more. I don't particularly like this plan, and it's real awkward that we're doing this with a whale. Oh. It's the first time we've had power problems here. Interesting. You can help while we wait for things to get figured out. Okay, okay, so that's for storage. Oh. Now I definitely don't have the electric organs, too. Which doesn't help since I need more batteries. Yeah, I want some to be able to trade out, but I want to be able to also prioritize things that's like, I need this in quantities right now. Still not enough electricity, that's not good. Okay. Large power generator. I mean, it's worth to get, but holy crap. I'm gonna need to just go on a hunting expedition at this rate. Okay, with all three going, we are not gonna be able to do this. And these two are just continue to be very enthusiastic about this. I think the plan is going to be probably hit the electric pals and the fire pals out of necessity. In order to replace these generators. We're gonna have a backlog at this rate. I do think I'm going to end a little early again tonight. So, since we're at the busy work stage, we're real close to the end of everything. I don't think it'll hurt to call it. Rather than waste time with the busy work, plus my energy is rapidly flagging. So, hopefully I will have solved all these issues by next stream. and we can continue on with the actual story and doing things, and I will hopefully be actually up to par with my equipment. Instead of using stuff many levels behind where I actually am. For now, though, I thank you all for hanging out and hope that you have enjoyed and had a good... You know what? Let's reduce our electricity requirements, as well as get some desperately needed supplies. That did not help as much as I hoped it would. Anyways, I thank you all for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have a great week. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next stream. Be well, all.